and you'll be fine. Listen only to the Zoom, and you will be fine.
There we go. See what I get for being away for 13 days?
Oh yeah, I know, man. Now that was a legit trip, right?
Oh, that's right. That's right. We had a lot of fun.
Very cool.
Ate spaghetti ice every single day.
Oh man.
This ice cream. Oh my goodness. One little bite and everything. Oh, it was great. I took 8 people.
Oh wow.
It was and we just had a blast. We flew into Frankfurt. Went from Frankfurt to Schweinfurt. I was stationed in Schweinfurt. Spent a night there. Mm-hmm. We were on the move, but spent a night there. Met some friends there. Went out to eat, whatnot. Had some spaghetti ice. Did I mention that?
You did.
Yeah, right. We stayed there at the Hotel Ross there in Schweinfurt. Then walked around town, everything. Tons of history in that town. A lot of World War II sites as well. Woke up next morning. Went to the Wartburg Castle over in Wartburg, Germany.
Uh-huh.
And that was about a 3-hour ride.
Yeah.
That's where Martin Luther was held in exile. Mm. He also translated the New Testament from Greek to German. Way back in the back, so a little bit of Luther history there. People wanted to kill him, but he was in hiding there, and that's where he did that. The same day, we went from there to Wittenberg. That's where he hung his theses on the church door, saying, "Hey, I don't agree with what's going on here in the church and whatnot." Did that, and then went from there to Leipzig, all in the same day. So we finally got there, a hotel about 11:30 midnight, and it was totally worth it. Next day, we went to Leipzig, or we woke up in Leipzig, went to museums. Sebastian Bach, he's from there. He's buried there at that church, St. Thomas Church, and did a lot of historical sites stuff there. Went from there to Nuremberg. Stayed in Nuremberg. Took him where Nuremberg trials that took place back in 1945. The war criminal trials. That, and just enjoyed the city, walking around. We stayed actually in a castle. They converted part of the castle into a hotel in the last 3 or 4 years, but we stayed in the castle, so that was cool. Hey, I stayed in the castle for a little bit.
Not many people can say that.
Right. And then the next day I went to Berchtesgaden, where we visited the Eagle's Nest. That was a gift to Hitler for his 50th birthday. Beautiful place. It's hard to believe all that evil happened in such a beautiful place,
Well, it's almost not surprising that a lot of evil comes from ivory towers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's very true. Did the Eagle's Nest and everything, and if anyone here is not familiar with Eagle's Nest, I want to encourage you to Google all the stuff I'm saying, and you can see everything. But
and when you find the Eagle's Nest in Indianapolis, it's not the same one he's talking about.
That's right. That's exactly right. Then also took them to the Berghof, Hitler's residence there, and it's not really a no. There's no signs pointing to it, but going so many times to Germany, you pick up some tricks by talking to the locals, and they really don't want to talk about it. No one really wanted to say, "Hey, it's down, turn left." But I had to do some digging, and I found it a couple years ago. And of course, again, it was neat to see. The only thing that's left is just the foundation and maybe a wall where the basement was. And this is a pretty large place.
Mm-hmm.
As we did that, spent the night. Next day, we went on the Conga Sea, where we took a boat ride on this beautiful, clear, crystal lake. And it's just beautiful. I'll be posting videos of all this stuff, by the way.
Oh, cool. Before you get any further, Darian,
yes.
Hike Deep says he's got to go, or she.
Oh.
Thanks for being here, and I hope you are now a regular viewer. Health, wealth, and happiness to you as well, my friend. And one more question. Let's see. Wendell Live wants to know when I'm going to play the drums in the background. It'll happen. I don't know when, but it'll happen.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's been requested several times, so now I have to. And Bob Dip says, has Darian ever seen the Dippold chocolate factory? Best chocolate?
Never have.
No.
Never have. I like to. I love the sound of it. Chocolate Factory.
Well, I believe that's his last name. So, yeah, I imagine there's some ties there. We'll hear from him since he's next.
Hey, absolutely, absolutely, definitely.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, thanks, Hike Deep. Thanks for being here, bud. All right, go ahead. You were saying.
Oh, yeah. I went to the Congasee. We took a boat ride. We're in the Alps in Birch's Garden. Got out, got off the boat, and walked back to the Obersee. Okay, which is another big lake. It's just beautiful. We hiked around it. In fact, there's pictures of Eva Baum, Hitler's, well, I can say why, because they got married the last 45 minutes of they were alive.
Yeah.
There, on the rock and stuff, and walk back these trails in the back, and you get fresh milk or buttermilk, whatever you want. No, I'm not a buttermilk fan.
Me neither.
But fresh milk, and everything is pretty neat. Long story, I'm cutting out a lot of stuff because we'll be here for 5 days. But we left. We just enjoy the scenery. And again, I have a lot of videos of that area and pictures, of course. And went from Birch's Garden to Garmisch. Now Garmisch, that's my honey hole. I love that place.
Really?
That's where the top of Germany is located. It's called the Zugspitze. You can stand on top of the Zugspitze and you can see the direction of, Italy's this way, Switzerland's this way, Austria's this way, and so forth, just by standing in one spot. And
well, the important question is, can you see my house from there?
Just about. We did see a lot of snow. There was a lot of snow up there. We have snowball fights and everything. This guy from Florida, we're having snowball fights in June.
Yeah.
But so we did that, and then we went to Dachau. Took it to Dachau and the concentration camp, and that was it's always a moving experience going there. I've been there probably 13, 14 times at least. And, taking people and showing people, and
it never changes, does it?
Never changes.
Yeah.
And each time I get something else out of it. I mean, it's kind of weird saying it. Not just
it affects you in a different way every time.
Oh, it does. Yeah. It does. And, I don't think I ever walked out of there without a tear in my eye after seeing all the stuff that was there.
Yeah.
So
it's
just crazy. They keep it there so they won't forget. And we need to see that so people won't forget of, hey, let's never ever let this happen again.
Absolutely correct.
And that was just it's an experience, and every one of them, were, hey, thanks for taking me here. I didn't realize this. But anyways, it was a good experience.
Wonderful.
After that, we went back to the Eibsee, which is a lake under. Everything's a sea over there. Any bottled water is called a sea. S-E, not S-E-A. So this was called the Eibsee, and you can see the Zugspitze from the bottom. And this is crystal clear water. I'll be posting a video of that too. And we just swam in that body of water. That was awesome. Then the next day, went to Neuschwanstein, the big castle. That's where Walt Disney got his idea for the Cinderella Castle.
Oh, really?
Got it from this castle, and it was King Ludwig. It was his. It was his dream castle to build. Build it one day, and he did. He actually grew up in the castle down the hill where he grew up in. He goes, I want to build a castle one day. Don't you want to build a castle one day? and he did.
I do.
All right. And then he built this big castle, and it's really neat to see. I mean, it was it's a lot of walking. There's up hills, whatnot, but it's definitely worth it to see. Then from there, we went to Paris. I had a request in the group where one of the ladies, they said, my dream is to go to Paris. I always have been since I was a little girl. And I said, you know what? I'm a Germany travel guide, but we will go to Paris. And we did. So, by the way, we did this in a rental van. We had a rental van all over Germany. So we flew out of Munich, for Air France to Paris to cut time, and spent 2 days. 2 days in France, 2 nights in Paris. So we did all the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, and all that stuff.
Sure.
And I get joy of, I told you this is my hobby. I'm talking yours all tonight. I'm sorry, but I get a joy of showing people these places. It's a joy. That's why it's a hobby. It's not a business. I never want to be a business. but I just get a joy out of it. And I'm driving down the streets of Paris on the main highway there, and I can see this young lady's face, as she's seeing Paris. She's so excited to go. That's the one I made a special. Okay, I'll take you to Paris. And she just sitting there just like this, just taking it all in. And that right there, that's worth everything right there. Just see that. But we did all that, went up the Eiffel Tower and everything, and got videos of there as well. And then the next day, the last day we were there, we took everybody to Normandy. So we walked the beaches of Normandy, went through all the museums there. Point du Hoc, went down to Point du Hoc. It's about 8 minutes away. A lot of our brave men and women died there. Believe it or not, there was women who passed away.
Sure.
During that time too, during D-Day. Most of them were nurses tending. It was loads of history. And,
for sure.
It was a great trip. It really was a great trip. And,
well, that's wonderful, Darian.
I'm looking forward to September.
I bet. I mean, it's wonderful when you can actually, realize that hobby like that, because that is one of those hobbies that most people don't have.
Right.
I say that, but everyone wants to travel the world, right? And you're getting to do it. Sure. Yeah. And then see it through fresh eyes. That's got to be the best part about it, like you said.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
And for you guys,
spaghetti eyes every day. I had spaghetti eyes. And I lost weight.
No kidding.
We do a lot of walking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I think I lost about 6 pounds.
Sweet.
And that's what we eat spaghetti eyes every single day, sometimes twice a day.
No Schneider rice beer?
Ooh. Oh, no Schneider rice.
Oh, I love Schneider rice.
Ich wollte ein Preis und Hefewasser bitte.
I'm going to say, como? Uh-oh. Did we lose? I don't know what you just said.
It's heavy. It's called heavy rice.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But it's not rice.
Yeah, I'm if nothing else, I'm a poor man's interpreter.
That's one thing when you try to come back from Germany each time. It takes me about 4 or 5 days to quit saying Dankeschön.
Oh yeah.
I'm back in the States.
Oh man, I remember when we went to Europe, and by the way, for those of you who may plan a trip to Europe, I would say that Paris is a must see. We spent most of our time in Germany, but Paris. Well, I'm sorry, actually Brussels, because that's where my brother was stationed. But Paris is a must see, and it's not as trashy. Ed says I hear Paris is a trashy city. I didn't find it trashy. What I found about Paris was really sad was all the graffiti on some of those ancient monuments.
Oh, I know, right?
That just blew me away. And I'm like really graffiti? Oh, by the way, Rob Painless, welcome to the show. Howdy. We also have, who did I just see in here a minute ago? Lothar 900. How you doing, buddy? I'm Wedge. Welcome to the show. But yeah, I can't wait to see those videos, man. Like I said, I've seen. How many of you got posted since you've been back?
Just 2 so far.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I don't want to bombard everybody with all these notifications. Oh, here's 20 videos.
Oh, measure them, man. Measure them. Yeah. Release them on us slowly. Yeah.
I might do one tonight before I go to sleep, and then maybe one a day or something like that. But,
there you go.
Just a little bit of time.
I'm finding myself having to do more than one a day.
Right.
That's actually more than 2 a day in some cases. I'm already backed up on guest cuts, and I keep thinking, I'm just going to start pissing people off if they keep getting notified of 3 videos or 2 videos in a live stream per day. But it is what it is, man.
It is right.
Yeah, I dug my own hole.
One thing I learned a long time ago: you can't please everyone.
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
You just can't.
Nope. I'm just going to do it.
But you feed me spaghetti eyes every day. That will please me. That will please me tremendously.
I can't wait to try that, man. And it's got to be the real stuff. I know that if somebody recreated it here, it wouldn't be the same.
No, and actually they did that. I actually at Disney Springs, I'm in Florida.
Yeah.
Disney Springs right on the road, and they got a thing spaghetti eyes. Let me try this and everything. Well, it looks just like it, but I tasted it. I was like,
just not the same.
It's not the same. It's not the same. It's got I'm telling you, the fresh cream. Oh, I could go forever.
Oh man, you're making me hungry. Stop it. That's sugar.
Exactly. Oh man.
Well, Darian, thanks for coming on, man. And like I said, guys, if you're interested in international travel, specifically Germany, some Paris in this coming up, hit Germany Travel and Personal Guides channel and make sure you check those out. You do some good video work even when you're not traveling, Darian.
Hey, appreciate that. Appreciate that.
No problem, dude. Come back on. Well, before that September trip, will you?
Okay, absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks for the opportunity.
Oh, not a problem, dude. Have a good evening.
Hey, you too. I'm good. Bye-bye.
You know, you too could be a guest on this show at any time. We're live every weeknight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All you've got to do is hit that subscription button and ring that bell right now. Oh, and while you're at it, why not share this video? I'm sure my guests would appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you live.